Hello all. So we're back in the sewing room for a little bit. I'm going to show you a few things today. Storyboards. They are a wonderful teaching tool. I developed them at Georgian College when I saw students were having difficulty retaining the steps. I mean, once they did it in class, that was great, but when you get home, you have the finished product. Then how did I do this? It does, like it just didn't seem to stick. So what I have done is I have developed these storyboards both for the pattern drafting as well as sewing techniques. Today I'm going to show you a few storyboards for sewing techniques. I've got the welt pocket, I've got the front pocket for pants, and I've got the front fly zipper. And I will highlight the steps and show you, you're just going to see the storyboards today, okay? So here are the storyboards that I was referring to, and this one here, 1, 2, 3, are just step by step how to do a pocket welt that looks like this. Look at how perfect that one there is. It's just absolutely perfect. I love these kind of welts. So basically what I do is I get the students to use scrap pieces of fabric and create welts and create the steps and then write them right on the fabric, the various steps and what it is they do. This is a 3D reference for your library, your reference library, that when you put it, you don't do something for a little while, sometimes we need a refresher. I know I do. I need a refresher on how it's done. So this is by far the best way of actually seeing it. You can see it, feel it, touch it, turn it around, see what you did on both sides. Like, so that way you can see, like for example over here, I get students to highlight this triangle piece right there, that's very important into making the welts stay in place. So just things like that. And so in there, the steps are clearly marked. And even if you don't want to read them, you can actually just see it. It's very, very visual reference. And now here we have the, there we go, step 1. This is the front pockets for pants. So the front pockets, so step 1, you see, you have an actual 3D reference. Step 2, and then there's step 3, and step 4, you can see it's unfortunately this is a dark fabric, but you can see how nice that pocket sits. It's a beautiful sitting pocket, and it sits beautifully on the body. And the technique that I teach, the pocket will never, ever, ever gape. The rest of the pants might fall apart, but that pocket opening will never gape and never fall apart. And last but not least, the front fly zipper. How many of you have trouble with the front fly zipper? I think many people do. Many people have problems with the front fly zipper. So here is, in 6 steps, you've got how to create a front fly zipper. So you do step 1, and then you do step 1 and add on for step 2. This is step 3, so I've done steps 1 and 2 and added on for step 3. So this is step 4. You add on, do steps 1 and 1, 2, and 3, and then you add on for step 4 and step 5. And then there's step 6, which is the final step. Now you see how the front fly zipper, it sits really flat. There is a zipper in there, believe it or not. So here, and it's very well hidden. Very, very well hidden. Now, many people don't realize that there is a difference between men and women and how the front fly zipper should zip. It should zip in the same manner as the shirt's clothes. So for women, it's right over left. For men, it's left over right. How do we remember that? Well, that's simple. Women are always right over left. That's a very simple way of learning how they close on women and on men. So just remember that. Women are always right over left. Now, those are just a few examples of storyboards that I do. I also implement the storyboards for the pattern drafting. So that way you actually, again, have a 3D reference as to how you got from step one, which is the right angle, all the way to having a finished pattern piece that you're going to use to cut fabric with. So it makes learning that much easier. It really does. In fact, I had one student say to me that his storyboards, he got rid of a lot of stuff, but the storyboards are among his most prized possessions. And I also have another student who said, Maria, we love you, but we tolerate your storyboards. But in the end, they complain as they might, complain as students might, they really appreciate the effort put forth to create the storyboards, just because it is a visual 3D reference. And if you keep them all together, I put them in an envelope. I mean, it's well used. I put them in an envelope, storyboards for pockets and zippers, and I just put them in, keep them in there. And I bring them out for demonstrations. But for a beginner to learn to do this, it's just a great way of learning. Now, please leave comments. If you would like to learn how to do these, let me know, and I will set them up as classes and let you know when they come online. So I'm very happy to have found this format of YouTube to be able to share some of my knowledge of sewing as well as cooking. Yes, I cook as well too. I have about 30 years in experience in the restaurant business, so that I'm no stranger to the kitchen either. Anyway, this is about sewing, and sewing really is my passion. Not just sewing, creating garments that fit. Creating garments that fit well is really very important. And it makes the wearer feel so good and so confident. I see them that they walk straighter, they feel more confident. You see in the whole overall body language and demeanor when a garment fits well. And it's very comfortable. Like I said in a previous video, when you have a bespoke garment or a garment that fits well, it should feel like you're wearing nothing. And that's how clothing should feel. It should not feel constricting. There should be no pulling, no tugging, no gaping. It should just sit on the body, skim over top of the body, and just highlight. And that highlights, doesn't matter what your body shape is. If the garment just skims over top of your body, then it fits well. And then you look confident, you look more attractive. I mean, everybody's attractive. There's no question, but you feel better about, one feels better about oneself. So that's the only reason that I say that, because everybody is unique and everybody is special. That's the only way I can think of describing it. Everybody is special. I'm looking at, please forgive my, the lighting makes my hair look purple. I'm sporting the COVID-19 do with the long shaggy look with the roots coming out, but hopefully that will be over soon, and I'll be able to get a haircut. Not a moment too soon either. Anyway, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section. I'm happy to get back to you as soon as I can. And if you don't hear from me, it means I haven't seen it, or it hasn't come up, or for some reason I just didn't get it. So please text me again, or leave comments again. Anyway, I look forward to hearing from you, and tell me if you're interested in the online classes or not, and we'll go from there. Have a good day.